it is Friday. Yes, we made it to the end of the week. And today I have a video for you showing you how to make fresh mozz with cheese curd. So I'm going to point you down here and we can get started. Let me finagle this a minute and then we can get moving. Let's see, move you back here. Okay, so in this bowl here, I have fresh cheese curd. You can get this at different stores. I'm not really sure exactly where. I get mine from Restaurant Depot, and it comes in a big chunk. So it's like a big rectangle or whatever, and then you cut it down into smaller pieces. I also freeze this, so I just pull it out when I need it and go from there. You can also make your own cheese curd with milk, and I'm sure there's a ton of videos on YouTube showing that. So we just gently want to warm this up. In this bowl here, I have some water with a salt solution. So once we make the balls, we're going to put it in here and that's going to flavor them. Over here, what you can't see, I have a pot of hot water and I'm going to warm this up gently so that we don't essentially burn the cheese curd. So we're just going to stir this a little bit, mix it up. I'll show you a little. It's just broken up into small pieces. So let me move this water over. Just going to add a little bit in. We want to just warm it up. So cheese curd is pretty much flavorless. It's very bland. So that's why we're going to use the salt solution to flavor it. You can also add garlic. My husband likes to add fresh garlic to his. I'm not a fan of that only because I don't like biting down on the chunks of garlic. So also it's got like a rubbery texture. I'll show you a little close up if you can see. That's what it looks like. If you're here, say hi. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them the best I can. So once we make the mozzarella, essentially, we're going to put it in balls and the pores of the cheese will be open, so it'll absorb that salt water really good. Okay, so this is getting nice and warm. The curd is starting to do its job. It's going to come together soon. So do you guys have any plans this weekend? We are doing a bake sale for the football team tomorrow, and I haven't decided what I should bake for that yet. So if you have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. Aside from the typical brownies and stuff, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those, but usually there's other people that sign up for those because they're less time consuming. I don't mind doing something more involved since I'm home. What are your favorite things to buy from a bake sale? Alrighty. Okay, I'm just gonna now remove a little bit of this water. I know it's kind of like a waste, but I have hotter water that is on the stove that I'm going to be pouring into this. So we need to take some of this out to make room for that. By the way, if you watched yesterday's video, I did the cheesy hash brown casserole in the crock pot. We had that for dinner with the pork and it was really good. My youngest one wasn't a huge fan. I don't really know why. At first he thought it was mac and cheese. So I don't know if he just had hopes of mac and cheese and then it didn't turn out to be that. Okay, I'm going to grab my other pot of water. I'm going to give that just a second to heat up real quick. I'm going to give this a little stir. Let it work around. Good morning, Helga. How are you today? Do you have any plans this weekend? So tonight for dinner, I think I'm going to do some homemade pizzas. And of course, we can put this cheese on top. All right, let me grab that other water. What do you do again, Helga? I forget. Oh, no, that's terrible. 3 days off. Okay, so I'm going to just slowly add this. We want to bring this temperature up, help it all come together. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just putting some more water on the stove. We're going to need a little bit more. Oh, I know. Usually I put the cat away. How can you even, maybe she came out or he came up behind me. But I usually put the cat away, but he was hiding, so he escaped today and got to be in the video, I guess. This is real life at home. Usually this is quicker, but I guess because I had taken this out from frozen, it wasn't quite up to temperature enough. So this is taking longer. All right. So what kind of videos would you guys like to see next week? Desserts. I was going to do a dump and go crock pot dessert meal. Yeah, well, how the dogs are put away. Otherwise, they always have to eat while I'm trying to film. It never fails, or they'll be playing. So I always put them away, and then usually the cats will go in the other room. Otherwise, it's like when you're trying to talk on the phone and the kids have to keep interrupting. The animals, they do that too. So I have to check out your newest video, Helga. Guys, stop over to Helga's channel. She has an awesome channel. She's a fellow Pennsylvanian, and she does a lot of home cooking meals and like Pennsylvania Dutch, just nice hearty meals that are awesome. So go stop over to her channel. I'm sure she'd love to see you over there. I know, it feels like 5 hours stirring this. Let me check that water. Okay. You know, I had a KitchenAid. I had it for about 14 years. And then I upgraded to a new one. It was a professional model, and it just could not keep up with making bread. It just got bogged down, and I ended up just returning it. So I use my Bosch, which I absolutely love. And then I just had to get a new food processor because the one I had gotten for my wedding shower 20 years ago bit the dust. So I ended up getting a Cuisinart. I'll be showing that soon enough, I'm sure. All right, I'm just gonna put my gloves on real quick and try working this a bit. Yeah, I just don't know. Like, I really had high hopes for it. I was always a fan of KitchenAid, but it just got bogged down all the time. I don't know why. And I like making a lot of bread, so you can see it's starting to work its magic here. It's getting that fresh mozz. Like I said, I think I should have put it in warm water a little bit sooner than I did this morning. But honestly, I didn't even know what video I was going to do this morning until about an hour ago. So, but I wanted to come out and do a video. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, they definitely don't make things like they used to. I was talking to my son about this the other day. The quality is not very good anymore. It's so depressing. You can see it's coming together now. So basically with my hands, I'm just working it. I'm trying to get out the lumps. We want it to be nice and smooth. You can also roll this up with fresh herbs or pepperoni, garlic, sun-dried tomatoes. There's so many different things you can do with this. And there's nothing like it. It's delicious. Oh, I'm always making a mess. I cannot believe it's the end of November. Can anyone else believe it? I just am dumbfounded. Christmas is coming so quick. I need to find an apartment for my son for college before he leaves at the end of December because they don't offer on-campus housing, and that's just been such a pain because it's 3 hours away. So imagine trying to find an apartment or housing being that far away. You can't just jump in the car to go look. Especially with the holidays here, it's really throwing a wrench in things. Okay, so now I'm going to start forming a ball. So I'm just going to take a piece off. And we're just going to work it a little bit. I want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Show you. I'm just going to kind of roll it in our hands. Now the water helps make it pliable too. And then once we have the ball, oh my gosh, I'm like failing today, big time. Let me get another piece. You can't win them all, but you can have fun trying. So once this ball is formed, I'm going to put it in the brine. I'm going to let it sit in there for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to get a piece of plastic wrap and wrap it up tight. Because if you don't do that, this will just basically flop. So even though it's holding its shape now, it will end up flopping if you don't contain it. This one piece is just being a booger. All right, guys, so that is the cheese. I'm going to let this soak. I'll come back in about 10 minutes and show you how I wrap it up. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.